Ready? I'm going to confuse you. Day 16 of the Lockdown Golf Podcast. But if you're watching us here on YouTube, it is That Range Life, a show sometimes about golf, episode 12. Correct?
That's right.
As we mentioned last week,
it's the efficiency show where we do two shows at once.
Two shows at once because we know you guys care that much. In reality, we're doing our Lockdown Golf Podcast show daily. And for those who listen to the podcast, we know this is redundant information, but deal with it. Guys, there's not that much to talk about. So when we record Sundays for the YouTube show, we're just doing both. We're just doing both at the same time. Hope you're okay with it. Anyway, Bill Bush, drivingrangeheroes.com. I'm here with Chris McEwen of chrismcewen.com and at Chris McEwen on the social medias. Cheers to you this fine Sunday evening.
Oh, cheers, buddy.
Oh, that's delightful.
What are you drinking?
So let's get right into it, folks. Let's talk about our alcohol. Now, I'm going to say this quietly because one of the hot commodities in groceries right in our house has been apple juice with a 3 and a 7-year-old. But I also read this weekend, got a new bottle of Jack Daniels last week. Jack Daniels and apple juice is a good combination you wouldn't expect. So put a little splash of apple juice in there. And if I get caught, I'm going to get in trouble.
Did you have to take it from a juice box? Did you have to
No, we go through the
sneak
bottle.
A juice box? Oh, okay.
Which I've done juice box alcohol combinations before. I'm not above it. But put a little, I went with a small glass, just a little splash of Jack some ice and a little splash of apple juice.
All right.
Not going to lie to you. Summer drink, nice and refreshing.
We're almost there.
Who cares? Let's bring it to my next points. Hold on, I want to know what are you drinking first?
I have a
dark stout.
It's a Dino S'mores.
Mm-hmm.
Stout, quite delicious from Off Color Brewing, right down the street from me.
You used to be able to go. I bet you can do curbside pickup from them now.
I'm sure you can.
But not this guy. He's too good for it.
No, I just have it delivered from Benny's.
Yeah, fair enough. What do they charge? What's their delivery charge?
For Benny's, it was $4.
Seems pretty reasonable in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
order yourself 3 bottles of Pink Whitney and a bottle of rum and $4 on top of it. It's just tax went up 0.5%. That's all.
Right. It's not a big deal.
I'm gonna have to keep that in mind.
Although I tip like a man with a guilty conscience.
Because you're a man with a guilty conscience and
it's true.
No, you're lazy and cheap.
I'm like, hey, I'm gonna send you into a potential, virusy sort of store so that I can have my alcohol because I'm a selfish, bougie prick. And that's basically what goes through my head when I order alcohol. So I've only done it once.
Just be aware I took my time before I said anything. And of course, you paused a while so I could get that soundbite of I'm a selfish, bougie prick with all the accusing me you do of that. And I'm like,
my new ringtone on your phone.
I didn't even think of that. It's a great idea. And it's like, look, maybe when things were a little different in my life when I was 8 to 10 years old. And so what if I got this Swiss Army knife in the Virgin Islands of all places?
Right.
To be fair, man, this knife alone through all the years has not only paid for itself, but I'm pretty sure it's paid for my whole family's airfare at this point, how much use I've gotten out of it.
All right. Great.
All right. Hey,
only for you. Your fancy Swiss Army knife from the islands.
We travel, and I built a puzzle. I'm going to put it in my travel shrine because I'm a worldly guy.
As an adult. Right.
It's 6 to 1, 1/2 the other, bro.
Sorry, my family was too busy living check to check when we were kids to go on any sort of island vacations.
What can I tell you? I wish I could remember there was some time someone got sick. It was, starting to get old enough to understand my parents were supposed to go to the Cayman Islands or something, but it ended up having to cancel their trip because they got sick. And I was like, man, but that sucks. I got it. I was like, whoa, hey, all right, Cayman Islands.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, Let's talk about this weather. It was a little brisk today, but it was so sunny out it made
Yeah,
up
but the
for it.
sun was out. Yeah, the sun was out. It was fantastic.
Um,
Did you guys leave the compound?
I mean, well, yeah, we crossed the street into the annex, aka compound B, my parents.
Okay.
Um,
The
played
annex.
played in their yard a little bit. I love it. It's like
Alright.
that's what I do if I'm outside. It's like it won't be like, oh, we sat outside and had a drink, watched, did this, did that. It's like we play outside because we have children.
Right.
Full
Right.
circle. You're playing outside. You're like, what'd you do after school? I played outside. Oh, so did my dad. Um, but my local my local beer place. Actually, I'll plug them. The beer cellar of Glen
Yeah.
Ellen.
Yeah.
Have a Geneva shop as well. Um, they have like they kind of do merch, but it sells a little bit. Whatever. It's sort of not worth their time. But they go
Sure.
through their hats pretty quick. They've been out of hats for a while, but it's a whole pain to deal with. So it's not like they rush to get them back in. People have been demanding them. They said, you know what, now's a good time. And they put out today that they or are ordering a bunch of hats, but they're doing a pre-order, and the effort being, like most places, 100% of these proceeds are going to our employees,
Yeah.
and we're doing a pre-order because we want to be able to take care of them. We need to be able to take care of them now. Hope you understand. If you can do it, great. That's awesome. So,
Yeah. That is
okay.
awesome.
So, want to support the guys, especially my friends who work there, and
Sure.
so I pre-ordered a hat. Well, their system has been for curbside pickup. Place the order online through this. It's not like a normal online store really, but they call you, pay over the phone. And I'm guessing so they don't have to set up credit card processing and all that, which I get.
Okay.
And pay over the phone. Well, um, you have to put in the notes if you want to do delivery, pickup, or shipping. And given I live in the quote delivery zone, I'm like, yeah, they don't want you to ship for that, which makes sense.
Right. Sure.
So I put in the notes. They ask you to put in which one you want. Say curbside pickup is fine, even though this is gonna be like a month and a half from now before they're ready. But so curbside pickup's fine unless Jeff is working and he just wants to do a delivery for a social distancing hangout of some sort.
Nice.
Well,
Okay.
Jeff happens to be working today, so he calls me and pretends like he doesn't know me. Takes my payment, and then I'm like, catching up with him a little bit. Okay. Then he calls me back. He's like, hey, I got to deliver over by your area for some stuff anyway. You want to have a social distance beer? And I went, yes.
Right. Yeah.
And then I call him back. I'm like, oh, hey, actually, before you leave, is it too late? Or can you pick up, bring a couple bottles of wine? Can I buy some wine? So I bought 2 bottles of wine and he had to drop those off.
Nice.
But yeah, so we
I've seen on the I think it was Instagram, like people doing like quote unquote block party where
yeah.
everyone just sits outside and hangs out in their driveways and just kind of is around other people in
So
general.
that's what
It's
this was. Basically, it was like he gets
yeah.
there, brings out bag from the store, just safely hands it to me, but first he pulled out his 4-pack of beer. He only had one, but he had his 4-pack, he had one in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just standing in my parkway. I'm in my yard having a beer, talking about it. It was good though. It was,
Crazy, man.
I
Yeah.
think even it's the more people you add from the outside, the better it feels. The more, as we talk about, like with this, for us, it's a friend on the outside that you can connect with.
Yeah.
So I got to tell you, I'm doing a pretty good job of talking to a array of people, but it's still nice to have Jeff by and feel normal for a little bit,
For sure.
Um, Additionally, we had a neighborhood, or I should say, a kid in the neighborhood have a birthday today. And I give these neighborhood moms and kids credit. They've been putting signs together and putting them in the yard for these kids, and it's been nice. We've seen it on the internet where cops have been driving by and flashing
Yeah.
sirens and all that. Well, our neighborhood or our town is doing that, and so they had it done for this little girl. I think she turned 6. I thought, knew it was coming. I thought, oh, it'll be nice. Okay, whatever. But Didn't think much of it. You see them on the internet, and you're like, okay, everybody does it. It's something,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Gotta tell you, in the moment though, you get it, and you go, you know, this was a real feel good moment. I mean, the
Yeah,
cop
man.
did the lights, the siren, and then he was playing happy birthday through the speaker, and then
Yeah.
he's saying happy birthday, and he's talking to her, and he's really, I mean, he was hamming it up,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, this is a feel good moment.
It's a little touch of humanity in this moment, you know?
Yeah, and
It
like,
is
oh,
nice.
the cops are the enforcers, blah blah blah. It was just good. It was good.
Yeah.
Felt good. It made me feel warm inside. It was good to see. So yeah,
That's pretty cool.
nice day outside. Can't complain.
Yeah, we took about a probably close to like a 3 mile walk with the dog in his stroller today.
Oh
So
my
that was
god.
nice. Went down into the loop and no, nothing. Nothing about the dog in the stroller.
I thought my oh my god and my head turn was enough. I
Yeah, I
mean,
remember there's a so yeah, so you want to hear the full story on the stroller. So the stroller is actually it was kind of a gag gift for my wife because that's her child. She has no children of her own, and my children are much older, but whatever. So we've had these times where we go out and eat outdoors, and you could bring your dog if you want, but we can't bring our dog because he just can't handle it. And so even though he's old and
like
he's
he
definitely
loses it
chill,
or like he can't take the walk.
no, no, no. He just can't he can't sit still. He can't just lay and be around. Like he's looking for food or he's like, he's sniffing around or he's tangling himself up with the chair and the table. And it's like a whole thing. He can't just like lay there
Right.
and just be a dog outside, on the sidewalk. Um, so we had some people. So there's a neighborhood restaurant that we go to all the time. It's great. And when we're released from this, you guys should come out and we'll sit outside and have a meal at this place. It's amazing.
I
Um,
can't even fathom what that might feel like.
yeah, yeah, for real. But anyways, someone came up and they had a Shih Tzu, which is what we've got, in a stroller, and they just pulled it up to the table, and the dog just kind of was able to sit there and kind of be chill about things. And so we started making jokes about, oh, that's what we should do. That's what we should do. And then, for Christmas, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna buy a dog stroller. And so I did. I bought her a dog stroller, and we laughed about it. And we are well aware. We're self aware enough where we know that it's so ridiculous, and it looks
It's
ridiculous.
$900 bugaboo stroller.
It's not no like that, but now we're kind of digging it. So the last 2 days, we take the dog for a walk, and he's old. He's 13 years old, so we'll walk him like the first mile, but then he gets worn out, so we can throw him in the stroller and we can keep walking.
My,
So it's
so
been
my
pretty fun.
dog
I'll have to
has
send you a picture sometime of him in the stroller because it's amazing.
all right.
It's the
So
funniest thing you'll
we
ever
have
see.
I mean, when we got our dog, which was 2008-ish, she was a rescue, was severely overweight, and I couldn't walk forwards. But so she's never had good legs, never had good knees,
Oh
never been
wow.
able to walk well.
Yeah.
She could walk. Now she's like 16 years old, give or take. We don't know exactly.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, her legs are terrible. She can barely walk when she goes outside and goes to the bathroom. Like we have to carry her up and down the stairs. You like
Yeah.
taking her for a walk at all. And I mean from, you could like from the driveway to the door where she can't, it's not a thing. So not so much with my son, but when my daughter was little in the stroller, she'd sit in the stroller and you could just, the dog just, she's a little Pomeranian, fits perfect
Oh yeah.
underneath the stroller in the basket. So
Yeah.
there she
Yeah.
rides
We've
with her
seen it.
head sticking through in the bottom part. And then as we had a second kid and she graduated to the wagon. So now if it's like my daughter's like, yeah, let's go for a walk and bring the dog, that means we have to pull the whole radio flyer around with the
Yeah. Yeah.
dog in it. And
Oh,
like
that's amazing.
I when we just moved into this neighborhood, geez, it's a long time. 8 years ago. Oh man, no, yeah, 8 years ago. I would put her little leash, tiny collar on her, and I'd make her walk like down 2 doors across the street just to do something.
Yeah.
This dog hasn't this dog hasn't had a collar or leash on in 7 years.
Not going anywhere.
Yeah, she isn't. So you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
scoop her up and carry her everywhere.
right. Nice. Yeah, but we
Um,
went down to our old haunts. Remember when we used to go into an office? Remember those days where we used to go to an office? That's where we went down to. Went down to Sears Tower, came over across the CME, walked like you could walk down the like you could walk down this middle of Wacker if you wanted to right now.
have you seen
You know?
that picture going around of the coyote walking down Michigan Avenue?
Yeah, I saw that today. It's funny we were on Michigan Avenue yesterday
Mm.
walking around because we were thinking like, well, two things. At some point, I'm gonna have to go running, and so I wanted to find out like what distances were what without like just let's just go walk it and see what it is, and then two, we wanted to avoid people at as much as possible. So the Loop and Michigan Avenue are by far the best locations.
I saw so Barstool Sports posted that picture of the coyote on Facebook,
Yeah.
and a guy commented. He goes, "You know it's a wild coyote because it doesn't have a collar on it." And I go, "Oh, is that the way you can always differentiate between a wild and a domestic coyote?" And he goes, "Yeah, everybody knows that." And I said, "All right, cool. Glad I learned that today. Thanks a lot."
Yeah, good to know.
Does that coyote have a collar on it? No,
It's
all
kind of
right.
awesome. Yeah,
It was funny. I thought it was funny.
that is funny.
So we I'm sitting here thinking like I can't get comfortable with my microphone, the camera, and like am I doing this? And as you know, I ordered the what I called the basement podcaster slash videocaster starter kit
That's
the
right.
other day
That's
from
right.
Amazon Prime. It was a desk mount microphone arm, like you have,
Yeah.
a 4-pack of 500 count boxes of Q-tips,
Okay.
and a 24-pack of coconut Red Bull.
Right.
I'm like, if
Right.
this doesn't say like nerd gamer podcaster guy, I don't know what does. Let me tell you, the only thing actually for podcasting slash vidcasting is the microphone arm. That's true.
You're gonna love the microphone arm too, by the way.
Oh god, I can't wait. And
It's the best.
never mind actually our production, just not being able to like take it and shove it off to the side. So all
Yeah.
day while I'm working here, I don't have my microphone there.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. But
It also makes things just so much easier to just makes everything so much easier.
can see. I have a feeling I'm going to be like hitting it around and getting more animated, and you're going to be like, "Dude, you gotta stop." Um, the Q-tips are for paint removal on putters. I don't have an issue with like some people get addicted. You're not supposed to use them at all, but are
Yeah.
addicted to like Q-tipping. It's not. I don't have 2,000
When did
Q-tips on the way for that.
when did the Q-tip use become an issue? I mean, that's what we used as a kid for. I mean, when did
Well,
that become?
yeah, and look at us now. We
I mean, I
can't
can
control
hear.
coronavirus. Well, yeah, I don't know, but apparently it is. And I think, again, as we talk about often on the show, people can't be trusted. So
Yeah, I
someone's
guess. I
just
don't
going
know,
to keep
man.
jabbing those in and popping their eardrums.
I had terrible ears when I was a kid too. My mom used to like I had the tubes and everything and horrible earaches. And my mom actually used to pour like hydrogen peroxide in my ears,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess is a big no-no now.
Good to know because people have been saying, like, your ears are bothering, you should do that. I was like,
Yeah, but
all right, I'll
I mean,
go get some at Walgreens. Great.
it was great for me. Cleaned everything out.
So gross.
It's
But
gross.
so the Q-tips are for painting, and then the Red Bull is just drug addiction. Let's be honest.
I don't know how you drink that stuff, man.
I don't either. Like, I'm not claiming I do know how. I
Oh,
know. I know.
God. Do you drink coffee or do you just
I
drink
hate
sugar
coffee.
and
I can't drink
caffeine?
coffee.
Oh, yeah. So you just drink caffeine and sugar straight from a can.
For a guy who is far from perfect, you are awfully critical and judgmental. And that's coming from me.
Fair
So,
enough. But
hey,
you're right.
so anyway, I was pretty pumped about that and Amazon Prime, and I know
You'll
like, hey, delays, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, Thanks for your Amazon Prime membership. Estimated delivery date 3 weeks from now.
Wow.
And I remember telling
Wow.
me with your microphone arm, you were saying, yeah, they said a month. I should have paid closer attention.
Yeah.
And in my head, it's like I knew that wasn't tomorrow kind of a thing, but I said, oh, it's not that long. I went, wait a minute. It's only the time of ordering. It's only April 3rd. This is forever from now.
Right. Right.
Well, and you're like, nope, it happened to me. You'll get a new delivery date. Trust me, they'll figure it out. Well, within less than 12 hours, I got an email that,
Really?
hey, your shipping date has moved up to April 8th to 10th. I'm like, it's still quite a while, but I can live with that.
Yeah.
It's just for the Q-tips. I'm like, let's
Oh,
be honest. Order priority of what I wanted here. Red Bull, microphone arm, Q-tips.
right.
Now I'm just gonna remove paint from all my golf clubs just for fun because I got 2,000 Q-tips sitting around and nothing but time.
What do you use to remove paint? You've told me this before.
Acetone.
Acetone. That's right.
Just pour a bunch in there and get your Q-tips and just work it out. It's great.
Oh, okay.
Um,
It'll take me 3 times to learn that because I'm an adult. That's the rule.
that is the rule.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
do you
just
know
don't
what?
get mad when I ask one more time
That's fine.
because I
I'll
will.
now say, or you can just go read the post on drivingcheros.com.
Or that. But I
You
have you
know,
on retainer. You just can answer my questions. I don't have to go anywhere.
happy to do it. Happy to do it for you. Something to talk about right now, for
That's
Christ's
right.
sake. Like,
That's
Chris, you should have to ask me 17 more times, and you're gonna be like, no, I gotta be like, are you sure?
right.
Do you need me
Ask
to
me
send you
anyways.
some
Ask me
how-to
anyways.
yeah, DIY videos?
Hey, speaking of DIY,
Speaking of,
I put an order into. And speaking of an Amazon order, I put in an order of a gram, a scale for food, like a food scale,
okay.
and I put in an order of for a book, and I put in an order for a full toolbox of bread making tools. So I'm all in on the bread making. Like next week, I'm going to have stuff to talk about. Probably a lot of failures, but
What
I'm fully invested now in the bread making world.
other than a rolling pin, I get, or what bread making tools are there?
So you don't use a rolling pin at all, Bill. You use your
Wow.
hands like an artist
Well, then, so why do you need?
sculpting a piece of art.
So why do you need bread making tools then?
So there's like a bowl that you should use to that kind of like you're gonna make me want to use the correct terminology. I'm not there yet. Okay,
A silver bowl.
it's not a no. It's like a the silver bowl is where it starts and you let it grow, but then when you want it to kind of sit, you put it in this very specific type of bowl and it gives a different like pattern on the bread, and then you put it into your bread baking, either like a Dutch oven or you throw it straight into the oven, however you want to make it, depends on what technique you want to use.
I
Um,
can't. I'm so
and
immature.
then
I
you can
hear. I
score the
hear.
bread.
I
I
hear
know
Dutch
you,
oven laugh every time. I'm like, stinks in here.
and then you can score the bread. Then you can score the bread. So there's like a scorer, which is basically like a stick with a razor blade tied to the end of it. But that's how you score the bread. Um, and
These
so
are
there's
bread
yeah,
making tools.
right, right. I mean, in all told, I think I spent like I don't know, $40 on the scale, the book, and the equipment,
I
so to
thought
speak.
the scale was more because you had something sounding like you had an eating disorder, but no, it's for your bread work.
It's for bread because you can't. Every cup of something weighs differently, so you don't measure things in cups or milliliter, or cups or yeah, like milliliters. You weigh everything.
Man,
You weigh all your ingredients.
Renaissance man,
That's right. That's
Renaissance man.
right. So if you could see my YouTube search right now, it's like I can't decide. It's all over the place.
Weird
It
feet
it
videos and bread searches.
right. It's just
Standard.
a strange combination of things. It's Premiere Pro tutorials, it's bread making tutorials, it's our videos because I I'll re-listen to them on occasion. It's like music stuff. It's very very random.
Yeah, I've like stopped searching for anything, and occasionally maybe my son will say something like, "All right, I'll find it." But otherwise, it's like I just go on the YouTube suggestions, based on what you watch. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh, that looks
Right.
good. Or I go through, I'm like, oh, I'm not finding anything. And just go back up to the top because I use it on my phone. I pull down and refresh for a whole new batch of recommendations.
Mhm.
That's like the only way I use it now.
Just let the algorithm do the work for you.
100%.
Yep.
Uh,
So that was my
so
Saturday. Saturday was a day full of errands. Our new world now, errands was I went grocery shopping online and then did some ordering on Amazon.
big breakthrough in our, I'll just say in our circle is we have to learn how to go to the stores. That has to be a thing. As much as, the online stuff is just too much work, too much stress. It's proving to be too complicated, especially
Really?
again with having two kids. Well, because you have to babysit the time slots and the delivery, and then if they're out of this, out of
Oh,
that, right? It's
right.
turning into such a pain. So we're going, and it's gonna be hard for this to be sustained as much as they're like, oh, they're rebuilding the infrastructure. I'm like, yeah, until people go, this isn't safe to work like this. I mean, you're already hearing Amazon workers not showing up because they're like, well, these aren't safe conditions, and it's just
Yeah.
not that you can't do it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to be able to go to the store. So we're working on figuring out the science behind that and how that process is gonna go this week. It's weird because I'm excited, but I'm nervous.
Yeah.
See what happens. There's hope no one, and I mean this earnestly. I hope no one dies.
Yeah. Quite literally.
Quite
Yes.
literally.
Yeah.
Hey, can I show you this real quick?
Sure.
Check this out.
Oh, I saw you got this.
Look at that.
The Sun Mountain. What is that? It's a Sun Mountain bag. What model is it?
That, my friend, is the H2 No Super Light Stand Bag.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Waterproof.
Okay.
I don't have the review up yet, but one, I was like, hey, the golf industry is dead. I was pretty excited to get a new bag through to review that I can't use, but I said, guys, I think you forget I'm a huge golf guy. I'm a professional equipment reviewer. Don't worry, I got it. So I'll be putting this waterproof golf bag made for carrying through its paces in a creative fashion here while we're in quarantine and the
Oh, I
golf
wish
courses
we
are
could get
closed.
together so I could put on video.
Yeah, well, you could social distantly. That's how
My
you
wife,
say it.
my wife, my wife won't let me leave the house.
It's just good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's the discipline you need to have.
She's my governor. She's the one that says, nope, 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 nope.
I'm not even judging it.
Because
Like,
you know me, I'll go to the gym. Like right now, I'll go to the gym.
don't go to the gym
It's close.
as your
I'm
friend,
not allowed to.
please. Okay, good. But yeah, so I have some ideas for this. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. I even shot Sun Mountain a message. I'm like, hey, I'm going to shoot you straight. Not really. I can't really do this the traditional way. I'm going to have to get creative here. They're like, hey, we get it. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that, guys. I messaged them. I direct contact. Not a big deal. But yeah, so got that in. That's really about it. Oh, my other golf topic is I don't know if we've talked about it. We've talked about it on the YouTube show, I think. Not on the podcast, about how I pay my daughter to shag chips for me. I take foam balls, I put a mat down, and I hit
Oh
wedge
yeah.
shots into the front yard. And I, depending, it's always a different monetary amount. So last few days we've been playing 25 cents a catch.
Oh
And I mean, she wants to play. She's like, Dad, can we play the golf game? I'm like,
yeah.
okay. Man, she killed me today. I think there's one point she caught 3 in a row and then went 4 or 5, which she's not good at this. I'll be honest with you. So, I mean, she was on a heater. I think she took $3 off me today, maybe more. No, almost $5
Good
off
job.
me
Good
today.
for her.
Yeah. So, that killed quite a bit of time, and it's interesting because it's helping me work on my wedge yips issue.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, I'm going, there's some things here that are popping in, and I'm terrified. And of course, first thing I do once that happens, I hop on my phone and shoot Andy Gorman of Golfing a message like, I topped 7, oh god, I chunked 12. Relax, you'll be fine. Just get out to some grass when you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said, keeping things on the golf topics here,
Yeah.
you said you had a topic to discuss regarding golf.com. Now, I'm
I
going to let you
just
tell me further because I wanted to hear it firsthand.
Yeah, so I can't remember who the author is going to be. It's going to be a tag team kind of thing, but golf.com has decided that they're going to it's so brutal. This is what it's come to. This is what it's come to. And I guess they need content just like the next guy out there or girl or whatever, but they're going to write stories for the next 8 days as if the Masters actually happened. So today's article that just went If you can't see, if you're not watching the YouTube channel, you just oh, Bill's reaction was amazing. Bill's reaction was he had a bigger reaction to this than he did the dog stroller. But anyways,
Honestly, the dog stroller I get. Like, it's
uh,
quirky, it's weird. Knowing you, like,
it's
all
on
jokes
brand.
aside, how we bust each other's balls, like,
Yeah,
knowing you, I get it. It's funny. Like, I know what you're doing. I
right.
don't have a problem with it. I might like, oh, what are you doing, you weirdo, oh, idiot, oh, right? But I get it. Uh,
Yeah.
this, I don't.
So
Oh my god, it's like they just can't.
uh,
That company, the whole company, if you will, not just golf.com, and maybe they're the ones just
yeah,
bearing the brunt of it.
yeah.
It kills me because everything under that brand's umbrella is actually very good.
You're totally right.
Their fitting company's good.
Yep,
Their
yep,
magazine is really good, always has been. I would
yeah,
say their internet presence is good. The a major, well, what I consider one of the most impressive golf club companies in the world
yep.
is
Also true.
very good. And I mean, these are things easy to figure out, but a lot of people just
Yeah,
they're associated with a certain 18 major championship winning person in his businesses. Like,
right.
how do they keep doing this?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And you know what kills me? So you haven't even finished talking about it yet, and I'm already going. There are going to be a strong contingent of golf people like, yeah,
Oh, they'll eat it
it's
up. Yeah,
great.
it's
Oh, what
it's
if that happened? And then I bet this person would have thought this and that person would have said that.
right.
Anyway, continue. 8 days
Um,
per
like
story.
I wanna try to find the. I don't know if I'll be able to find it here on the fly, but so imagine for a moment. Well, I think the first article is on Tiger's plane on the flight to Augusta.
Wait, don't tell me they tell you like what each chapter, if you will, of the 8-part series is going to be.
No, we only know the first part. We
Okay,
only know
thank
the we only know
God.
part
I don't
one.
know why that makes it any better. Like I would be
I,
like, oh well, in that case, it's fine.
yeah, I don't. But I would imagine. Let's just say the editor pitched this idea to whoever. Oh, Alan, it's Alan Shipnuck. Yeah, so it's Alan Shipnuck and Bamberger who are writing this thing. But the first installment of the greatest masters that never was is now live.
This is unfortunate for all of us.
Tiger arrives and Team Reed grows. That's the headline.
It's supposed to be because he had a baby or something.
I don't know, but I'm not clicking on it and I will not find out because the whole thing is ridiculous. But it could
I
have been
won't get. I don't care if my one click doesn't matter. I'm not giving it to you. I'm with you.
that's
Yeah.
all I got, man. So, I imagine, Alan may not have wanted to write this. He might have thought it was ridiculous, but if your editor says like, "Hey, man, I need you to write, 6,000 words on an imaginary Monday at the Masters," you have to
I don't
figure
think
it
Ship
out.
cares. He writes stuff like I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't
there
want
are stories out there to be written. You just have to do some work on it. You can do a lot of different stuff. I mean, like the guys at like Brendan and Andy over at Shotgun Start, I think. I mean, they've been profiling guys and doing a bunch of different stuff that's kind of taken some effort. And I mean, you
Golf
can do that.
WRX has been doing what's in the bags from 2016.
Totally. You can do that stuff, man. Like, why? Why? I don't know. Whatever. Maybe because everyone else was doing look backs and they're like, hey, let's do an imaginary thing. Like, all right.
Dude, it doesn't matter. It's going to get read.
Yeah.
I just hope it doesn't come out and I don't know the next golf man. No, actually maybe it did. I don't know.
No, the
God
last
bless
the last golf magazine that came out was the Masters preview.
God bless my wife. She goes, I asked her something about the mail because I'm waiting for something. And she goes, you got some golf magazine. And I just figured with all of the like disinfecting and bringing stuff in the house, I just threw it away. And I went,
Yeah.
nice. And,
I have
I think she's like, I don't know, she's looking for reaction, but I'm like, have you heard me complain about how terrible they are? She goes, oh, a little bit. She goes, you don't care. You go, oh, I don't. You're right.
All right.
So just do it away. Smart
Yeah.
move.
Neither one of the so you know how you automatically, I'm sure you're just like I am, like somewhere I got automatically subscribed for free to both Golf Magazine and Golf Digest.
Yeah.
I've taken one of those two out of their bags since I've received their subscription.
Yeah.
And it was the top 100 golf or top 100 resorts, I think.
No,
Golf
they had
golf
it was
magazine version.
like right in January. It's a top 100 course,
Yeah,
and I read that one too, and great photography in it. But there are a handful like I know they don't let people on to do.
right.
So then I get like, how are they getting this, and where's the
Yeah.
photography coming from? And it's not just one course that you think I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
there are multiple in there. I go something smells fishy here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're right.
Just
Something
remember,
does smell fishy there.
True Spec is the #1 club fitter in America. That's all I gotta
Right.
say.
And I think okay, yeah.
Ah,
I was gonna
I
say
won't push.
I was gonna mention the golf course that also won the seal of approval from golf.com or golf magazine.
Yeah. Hey, whatever, man. They're
Anyways,
winning the golf content game.
yeah, I mean,
Actually,
they don't need, like you said, they don't need to do that stuff. They really, really don't.
no,
But
they
whatever.
don't. All right. I
You
was
know,
gonna tell you about the
if
meatballs we made yesterday, but you know what? Who
oh,
cares?
no, we made meatballs too.
Whoa, what kind you make?
um, I don't know. My wife made them. They're like Jewish meatballs.
Yeah,
Is that a thing? I don't.
no, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Ours
Sweet and sour meatballs.
ours were kind of like that, but we're very not Jewish. Because they were half ground beef, half ground pork. But
Oh,
yeah,
ours was all ground beef. Yeah.
we did a basically like a I would say more like sweet and spicy Asian
Okay.
styled meatball. And then I smoked them.
Interesting.
And so you do them on the smoker for like call it
So
an hour.
they're dry.
No, see if you're good smoking, your food's not dry.
No, no, no. I mean, like when you put them on the smoker, they're not like ours
Oh
is
yeah,
in sauce. Ours is
put it
like
in just put it in your pan, like one of those like disposable catering aluminum foil pans.
sure. Okay.
Put them in that, smoke them for a while, and then you take your sauce, pour it over them, and turn it
Oh,
up. Well, in my case, just turn it up to 300 degrees and do it for like 45 minutes. There's basically the temperature.
yeah.
Dude, they were unreal.
Interesting.
And there's something so exciting about, they were like golf ball sized meatballs, maybe.
Yeah, man.
And
We were right in sync there, Mister.
when you pop one of those open and it has a smoke ring around, you're like, this is a meatball with a smoke ring. I mean, and
That's pretty great.
we thought we'd have a bunch of leftovers between me and my son, and he's 3. And then actually all of us, I mean, we just pounded them.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
I'll have to do like a meatball exchange sometime.
I'm in. I told we were like, this is our new party trick. It's like, oh, you need us to bring something. What kind of meatball do you want?
Yeah, but it's like the smoking of the meatball is quite. That's a good idea. It's a very good idea.
My wife's getting nuts. She's like, we can make like seafood meatballs. I'm like, all right, listen.
What? That's a good way to ruin a meatball right there.
I don't know. I wouldn't have thought this was a way to do a meatball, and it turned out to be one of the best foods I've had in a long time. So
I guess they're like crab cake meatballs. You could do that.
yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. Hey, the world's our oyster. No pun intended. Oh God, do like a oyster meatball. Ooh, gross.
That's super gross.
All right. On that note, hey everybody, it's good to be back with you this week. Please keep staying safe and stay home and all that. Be healthy. We got to get everybody through this so we can start golfing together again.
That's right. And
Uh,
thanks for listening. We had some big news today that you and I kind of celebrated over. We were one of the trending kind of golf podcasts.
yeah, sure. If you want to call it, yeah, we were.
No, we really were. Like we were legit trending.
And the
So,
YouTube videos getting some views.
yeah. So just thanks everybody.
Yeah, thank you for keeping yourself occupied with this babbling on. We know what it is. We're well aware of what we're producing.
Yeah, we know what we are.
All right, we're not. Hey, listen, no one's asking us to do 8 8 days of if the Masters really happened.
That's
We
right.
get it.
Right.
But look, we're bored, you're bored. Hey, let's just be bored together and get through our days. And tell us how terrible it is. We don't care. We accept it.
It's true.
Just kidding. I'll get real mad about it. And Chris will be like, you asked for it.
Tomorrow I will tell you about the package I received in the mail.
Well, you could have brought it up.
No. You already had. I didn't want to cast a shadow on your new big golf guy bag that you were going to review. This package has no review coming. I paid for it.
Dude, I love this golf bag so much, and I just got it. Like, I'm so excited.
That's because you're a big golf bag guy.
I
You
am.
love your golf bags.
But specifically Sun Mountain H2 No bags, I am so into, and this one is cool AF, as the kids say.
I like to say cool F.
Cool AF? I'll use that. I'm in. I'll take it. I
just
like
like
that.
to do it wrong, and then everyone's like, "It's AF, man."
Okay, boomer.
Nope, not when I say it.
Yeah, I love it. No, I'm in. I'll do that with you. I'm supporting it.
All right, great.
All right, guys. We love you. Chris, it's been a pleasure. I will talk to you soon. Later.
Happy Monday or happy Thursday, depending on when and where
Depending on which show. Oh, yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe and leave a comment. If you're listening to the podcast, give it a 10 out of 5-star review and comment how much you do or don't love it. Did I do that right? Is that how you're supposed to do the?
That nailed it, man.
I knew it.
How you drive the show? You're the professional.
What can I say, guys? What can I say? Now I just gotta log off and edit this thing and get it up in time. All right, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Chris, I'll talk to you, bud.
All right, man. See ya.
Bye, everyone.